Hey guys, and welcome to week 26 of the pregnancy updates. Yesterday I just got a few things to update you with so far this week. So I'm 25 and 2 days today, so I didn't do anything yesterday in regards to updating you because it was a bit of a hard day, and I'm going to explain that now. Basically I had a midwife appointment yesterday, which I had to take Otto to, which was a bit more testing. I had in the end put Cocoa Melon on for him on my phone to keep him distracted so that I could actually listen to what the midwife was saying to me. But also checked my blood pressure, which was fine. Checked my weight, checked it was going up properly. She checked my blood sugar levels, which were a little bit high, and she asked me, she was like, what have you eaten, because they've gone a bit high. And I'd like literally just ate a whole chocolate bar and a half because I was super hungry before coming out the door. So I literally scoffed down 1.5 chocolate bars, and she was like, well, that will do it. So I know for next time not to eat any chocolate before going. And then we also listened to the baby's heartbeat, which was great. These are all the positive things. She measured like my uterus and that sort of thing, and that all seemed to be quite normal. So yes, those were the good things. Really nice to listen to baby's heartbeat. It's always a nice thing to listen to. It was like 146, I believe, if I remember correctly, 146 beats per minute. So a good heartbeat. And the only thing that was like really, in Sweden you get to choose the hospital you want to give birth in, so they say. So I'd been recommended a particular hospital because I had quite an extreme, not extreme, that sounds ridiculous, a bit of a traumatic experience when I had Otto, which has really affected me like mentally for like the last couple of years. So they basically said choose a different hospital to the one that you had last time because of what happened there. So I chose one that had been really recommended to me, and they were like, oh no, you can't go there because it's full when you're going to give birth. I don't know how they know it's full, but anyhow, they said it's going to be full. So I was like, okay. So then I said, what about this one, because I know that someone had given birth there and had a good experience, and they were like, no, that's full as well. And basically anywhere I decided I wanted to go was full, and then they gave me like 3 options which were not the one that I'd been to previously. And they were just all in this like city centre. We live in the like suburbs of Stockholm, and I was just like, I don't really want to be going into the city. You know, there's parking issues, there's like one of the particular hospitals is just slightly outside the city. However, I've been there before and it took me an hour and a half to find parking because it was just the parking situation there was just atrocious. So I was like, well, I'm not going to give birth there because could you imagine trying to find a car parking space. Anyhow, so I was like, well, I'm not going to go there. And the other 2 were like directly in the centre, and I was just like, I don't really want to have to be going right into the city centre to give birth, definitely with like corona. And yeah, so in the end I've decided just to go back to the one that I went to with Otto when I gave birth to Otto, which is stressing me out. However, I don't really feel like I have much of a choice. So that's happening. I am going to be booked in with them to discuss, as I said I think last week, where I said that you can actually like set out what you want very, very clearly with them before you go into labour. So I'll be having appointments with a specialist to discuss everything that I want, and for that to be very much communicated when I go into the labour ward. So we are going to still do that, but yeah, a little bit stressed. I was a little bit upset last night, very upset last night. Just, yeah, everything just got a bit too much for me again. So that's why I didn't update you yesterday. But feelings wise, like in regards to like how I'm feeling, good. I feel good this week so far. Hot, so hot today. It's like 30 degrees and it's like muggy, so it's like the air feels very thick and you're like trying to breathe, which is of course just a bit uncomfortable. I think that's uncomfortable pregnant or not pregnant, just pregnancy makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh, and in the midwife they also, I mentioned that the hemoglobin, my hemoglobin, the red blood cells level was great. So they also tested that, because I forgot to mention that. What else? Had a good day today with Otto, running around. He was in a really good mood. Just put him to bed, and yeah, I've been feeling well otherwise. I didn't feel very well last night, but I think that was just because I was emotionally unhappy, and I think that I do need to just make sure that I have little snacks more, I think. I mean, as I said before, I think I've said it before previously, that I get hungry in the morning. So for like breakfast all the way through to like lunch, I feel starving all the time. And then in the afternoon, I'm not really hungry at all. It's a bit bizarre. And then in the evenings, I get hungry again. So I don't really know what that's about, but that's still the same. I was having headaches last week. I haven't really had any headaches this week. So that's good. And so far feeling really well. And only 15 weeks to go really. So yeah, it's coming along fast, and I keep thinking, when am I going to get like the cot back out, you know, like our snooze pod that we had with Otto, because it's in the garage packed away somewhere, and then the baby clothes that are packed somewhere. I was not organised properly last time, I must say. I put them in boxes, like all the clothes and stuff, but I didn't label them, so I have no idea what's in each box. So I'm going to have to go find all that out at some point as well, but I won't be doing that till like when I'm in my 30 weeks, because yeah. Anyway, that's so far what's been going on. And by the way, do follow me on like Instagram. My link is below in the description box, but I'll also put it on the screen. I do little bump updates for you and little things on how I'm feeling sort of throughout each week, so follow me there if you're interested in that. But yeah, that is my update so far. I'm going to keep you updated throughout the week. Yeah, feeling good. Hey guys, so I haven't updated you much this week. It's now Thursday. I think the last time I spoke to you was about sort of the midwife appointment I had, and I'm having a nice elderflower juice, sparkling elderflower in a wine glass, because it makes me feel a little bit special with some ice in it. It's been my new little treat that I've been doing. Makes me feel like I've got something like a mojito or something. Delicious. But yeah, I've been feeling really good. Me and Otto have been enjoying ourselves. I can't believe we've only got next week to go until he goes back to school. So time has flown by in regards to like summer holidays, and I'm gonna miss him. It's got to the point where I quite like having him at home. But of course he does need to go to school. He needs to go for socialising and learning Swedish, and yeah, just not always being with mummy basically. I think it is good for him to go, but I've been feeling good. Baby has been pushing down quite hard, so I've had quite a lot of pressure right at the bottom, and he always likes to kick me right like here and like into this bone, and at that actually his bump is it's quite sore when he does that. I was going to say to you all, names. We need help. We cannot decide a name. We came up with Otto and we fell in love with it, and now we can't find one that we think is as good. We want something that's kind of Scandinavian-y, that also works like in the UK, because obviously I am British. So I want it to work sort of everywhere, if that makes sense. I don't want it to be too American, because we're not American, even though nothing wrong with American names. It just, you know, something more Scandinavian-y. However, I feel like we've looked at every single possible name and we haven't found one, so I am absolutely lost for what to call this baby. So lost to what to call him. So any name suggestions would be wonderful. We'd quite like them to be quite short. Doesn't have to be, put whatever you think down. But we were hoping short because our surname is super duper long. So it would be good if if the first name wasn't so long and not too hard to like pronounce or anything like that, because of the surname that we have. But yeah, any kind of help or suggestions would be great. So we already have Otto. The problem is anything that I like, my husband hates, and everything my husband likes, I hate. So that's the problem we have currently having. But yeah, so I'm just looking out the window because it's pretty outside and I'm just staring out there. But yeah, I'm feeling good, and yeah, haven't had any headaches this week, which is obviously a plus, and haven't felt ill, I don't think, this week. All weeks seem to blend into one. I feel losing track of time a little bit. I did say to my husband yesterday we're going to have to start actually getting baby stuff out soonish, and maybe buying another seat for our pram, because we have a bugaboo donkey which we bought with Otto, which I've mentioned in previous videos. I actually bought it second hand, but it extends, so like if you have more children you can make it a two-seater. So we need to buy a new seat so that we have two, because Otto still goes in the pram if we're going somewhere like long distance. So yeah, we need to do that, and I need to get like some sort of rocker. We had like a chair with Otto, but that broke, so I need something for him to be able to be put in like in the living room when I'm playing with Otto and stuff like that. So those are like the two things that we actually need, and that's pretty much it. And a new cover for the changing mat, but that's it really. That's what all we're going to be buying for this little baby, because everything else we have a car seat, we have the snooze pod, we have clothes, you know, obviously I'm going to buy some nappies, but like I've already ordered more baby wipes because I ordered them on Amazon. I use the Pampers Pure ones with Otto, and I just buy a massive box of them and get them delivered. So that is done. So yeah, not loads to do. Just need to find everything out, give everything a wash. And yeah, that's my update so far. I'll keep you updated for the next few days. But yeah, I'm just going to go and relax. I'm so frazzled today. My hair's got a bit mental. But yeah, I am feeling good otherwise. So we're having a little day out in Stockholm. We haven't been in the city for like over a year, and we decided to come. It's actually really empty. We've come to this really nice sort of play park for Otto. I've been having some serious sort of cramping in my tummy because of all the walking. It's like a big cramp all the way across my tummy, so it's quite painful. It's making me having to walk quite slow. But we're having a wonderful day. But I thought I'd give you an update as we're out kind of in this play park area at the moment. But yeah, apart from the cramping, feeling good. But yeah, walking a lot seems to make my tummy really, really cramped. Let me know if you've had that before as well. Super sunny, it keeps raining and then being really sunny and then raining really sunny. So it's like raincoat on, raincoat off, raincoat on. But having a lovely day. good weekend, and you saw a little bit of footage of us in Stockholm in our last sort of clips, which was really good fun. We hadn't been in the city for a very long time, so it was really quite nice to get out, and it was actually really quiet, which was obviously a lot better for us due to the Hey guys, so it's the end of week 26. I just wanted to finish this vlog off. You just saw us sort of in Stockholm. We had a wonderful time. It was really quiet, and we just had a really nice time because we hadn't been in the city for like over a year. So it was quite nice just to get out and do something different apart from like walking in the forest, going to the playground, going to a different playground. So that was like really nice. This week's been pretty good. I've been quite tired today, and sort of just, I don't know, just feeling a little bit more sort of anxious, I guess, but I'm okay. Baby is sort of jabbing me. He's not like moving as like sort of like wobble the belly. It's like I just sort of been getting jabs rather than that movement. I keep trying to get him to move a bit more just to make myself feel a bit better that he's okay. But otherwise feeling good in myself. Boobs are getting huge, so big, and they can be quite sore, but otherwise really good. I'm going to read from my app and tell you what happens at week 26. So your baby at the end of week 26 is 35.6 centimeters and weighs about 760 grams. When listening to music, you might notice that your baby moves rhythmically in response to sounds. I haven't really noticed that for me particularly. Your baby weighs around 1.6 pounds. The little brain is beginning a period of growth. Over 50% of the baby's energy will be used for this purpose. The lungs are developing air sacs, and the membrane that allows for the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen is now thin enough to let your baby take a breath by the end of the week. It's exciting. Even though your baby's skin is loose and wrinkly at this point, it will fill with fat during the 3rd trimester. Your baby's eyes are completely developed, and the brain is able to register various stimuli, such as sound and light. Such as sound and light. Your body. By now, it's likely that other people can feel your baby kicking. Yes, I think by this time that's quite normal. My husband's feeling him kick for weeks now, so, and that was the same in my first pregnancy. I didn't seem to think that was any different. I think in my first pregnancy, around 20 odd weeks was when Andrew started feeling him, and kind of the same with this one. I felt him around 15-16 weeks, like little flutters. This pregnancy, I can't really remember when I started feeling him like Otto when he was in my tummy, but anyway, we can both feel him now anyway. Simply daily activities are now becoming difficult due to the size of your belly, such as tying your shoelaces and driving. I haven't found that. Let me know below if you have found that. Driving is completely fine. My belly does not get in the way, and tying my shoes is also fine. That's also not at this point difficult. Multiples make this even more noticeable. Back pain is not going to get any better, so it becomes important to find the most comfortable position. Your body retains more water in the afternoon, making you feel bloated in the evening. Oh, I ate a lot on Saturday night, and my tummy just felt so tight because it was just really bloated as well, and that was actually really uncomfortable, but that was my own fault for eating too much food. Your body retains more water and is bloated in the evening. This is also the time when you might be feeling extra tired. Naps can help if you can schedule one. You may experience a slight leaking of urine when a sneeze or cough due to pressure placed on your organs by the uterus. Personally, haven't had that either. Let me know below if you have. But otherwise, really good. I must say, breathness, I have breath much more quickly, but not like I can't exercise. It's just that like when I'm talking a lot, I then feel like I'm like having to take a deep breath, but it's not. I still run upstairs and everything like that. It's just sometimes I have to breathe a bit more afterwards. But yeah, that is this week, and your baby is still the size of a papaya, and that's going to be the same even for like next week. So there we go, papaya. So that is what's happening with baby this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to show you a little bit of my bump. Let's just have a look at it with my dress. I haven't got any shorts on, so I might just show you like this. It's getting quite round now. It's very low here. Do you think it's quite low, or is that just me? I feel like it's quite heavy here. But this is the bump. There we go. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe, share it with all your friends, family. Helps the YouTube algorithm. See people like my videos and helps it grow. And I will see you next week for week 27. Okay. I'm losing count, to be quite honest. Yeah, week 27. Oh. We have one more week of school holidays and then back to school. And then I think I'll find it a lot easier to make video content. But I do really hope you've been enjoying them. And I'll see you next week.